Hello everyone. Let's cook another pot of stew. Right here we got the fixings for a good beef stew. We got our meat, potatoes, carrots, Swanson cooking beef stock. I'm going to add a little bit of this into our stew. That's Lowry's seasoned salt with cracked black peppers in there. It's going to be good. I won't put too much of that in there, but just enough to give us a touch of flavor. And then here we got some Luana vegetable oil. Those Luana folks, they make some good cooking oils. I like their canola oil. The last time I went up to the grocery store, they didn't have it, so I got their vegetable oil right there. So let's get to cooking. First thing we want to do is prepare that fry pan. Take a little bit of this Luana vegetable oil, pour down in there. I'll get that spread out here in a little bit. Spread that out right there. Now, don't worry now, there ain't no fire underneath this yet, so I ain't gonna burn my fingers. Okay. Now, the next thing we want to do is put that fire under there. Okay. I'll turn it down to medium heat. Drop our meat down in there. We'll cook that meat on one side. I like to cook the meat in the fry pan before it goes into the slow cooker. We'll cook it here on one side, for about 30 minutes, I'd say. After that, we'll flip them over to the other side for another cooking of 30 minutes. While this is cooking, we get those potatoes and carrots going. Okay, I'm going to take this just a little bit, just a little dash of that Lowry's. Sprinkle that down in there. That's the first time I've ever used this Lowry's in a stew. So I don't want to put too much, but I want to get enough in there to add some flavor. I've used this Lowry's on fish. That stuff right there, you put that on your fish, woo-wee. Oh, that makes my fish taste wonderful. Okay, get the rest of that Lowry's off my hands right there. Now we're going to let this cook on this side for 30 minutes. Then we'll flip it over and cook it on the other side. Alright, let's let that go. We'll see in a little bit. We're back. I'm going to flip this meat over to the other side and cook it for another 30 minutes on that side. Oh man, look how good that looks on this side here. I'm going to tell you, you can't smell how good this smells, but it smells good. Shoo-wee. Oh, this is good. Don't burn your fingers, PeePaw. I'll try not to. That is some good beef right there. I'll get these guys all flipped over. I'm going to put a little bit more of that Lowry's on this side. couple more pieces to flip over. I was going to get some chopsticks to do this so I could flip these over with the chopsticks, and I still ain't got over to the Korean store to do that. Come on, PeePaw. What you hold up? Oh, I don't know. Work keeps getting in the way, I guess. Here it is, you know, today's Thanksgiving. I was at work this morning. Lordy be. Alright, put a little bit of that. Not too much. Not too much. Get it sprinkled around on top of there. Put that Lowry's on top of there. I think that'll be enough. That Lowry's seasoned salt with cracked black pepper. That's some good seasonings right there. If you can get that Lowry's right there, go get you some of that. That's some good stuff. Alright, we're gonna cook that beef on that side for another 30 minutes. After that's done, we'll start chopping up those vegetables over there. We'll come back in a little bit and we'll get back to work. While that meat's cooking over there, let's see if we can get these vegetables started. Look at those potatoes. Oh man, they look good, don't they? We get these potatoes chopped up. We'll start on those carrots over there. Now that's about all I put in a stew. I don't need anything other than the beef, the potatoes, and the carrots. Last carrot. Set those utensils over in the sink so we can wash them up. There we go. Let's get these potatoes and carrots all mixed up here. I like to leave the skins on those carrots and potatoes. I don't peel them. I like the flavor of the earth that comes with the skins being left on there. There we go. Now, as soon as that beef is done, we'll put all the mixings there in that slow cooker. And in about 4 hours, we'll have a good beef stew. All right. We're going to use that right there. We've used these already. The Luann and the Lowry's. There's our vegetables. Now let me put a little bit of this Lowry's down on those vegetables. See, just a dash of that Lowry's on top of those vegetables. That'll add that flavor. There we go. Look at those vegetables, don't they look good? Okay, let me move all this out of the way. We're still cooking that beef over there. It'll be done shortly. I see the timer says we got about 6 more minutes on that one side there. Okay. Doesn't that look good? Really? Doesn't that look good? Alright, let's let that beef finish cooking. And we'll drop all that into the slow cooker here shortly. Let's get these dishes washed up here while we're waiting on that beef to cook. Watch out, PeePaw, that knife's down in there someplace. Don't cut your fingers off. Okay, I'll try not to. Let's get these dishes done here before that beef is done. There's the knife. Shoot! Look out for that thing. You reach down in there, might hurt yourself. Okay. Rinse these dishes off. We'll stack them up over there. A short time to get that beef out of there. Alright. I always like to get the dishes done at the same time I'm cooking. It just makes for a little bit easier time later on. There we go. Leave that water in there for the fry pan and the crock pot when we get done cooking. There we go. Now that meat has been cooking on this one side for 30 minutes. Look at that right there. That look good. Now it'll cook thoroughly in that slow cooker over there in that crock pot. I used to, when I was making stew, I'd cook this on that iron skillet over there. And I'd cook this beef for 45 minutes on each side, but because I'm using that crock pot over there, I just browned it on 2 sides for 30 minutes and each and let that crock pot do the rest of it. We're ready to get that out of there. Let me move this camera over and we'll throw all them ingredients in that crock pot. And we'll let that crock pot finish cooking for us. Okay, here we go. Let's open the lid to this right here. The first thing I like to do is I want to put this Swanson cooking beef stock down into that slow cooker right there. And my mother always used this stock when we were growing up, so that's why I like to use this right here. If you've got another kind that you like to use, you go ahead and use that. But this is the kind I like to use. His mom used to cook with it. You pour all that down in there. Get it all out of there. Pour all that down in there. You don't want to waste this beef stock. All of that adds flavor to your stew. Come on out of there. Hurry up. I'm getting hungry. Okay, I think that's all of it right there. There's that part. Now let's put the vegetables in. Here's our carrots and our potatoes. Put those down in there. Now, probably the most important part, we're going to put the beef down in there. Now you want to let all the juices flow down into that pot right there. That adds flavor to your stew. There we go. Get all of that out of there. There we go. That's going to be a good stew right there. All right. Let's close the lid on that. And we're going to set it to cook on high for 4 hours. There we go. That's on high heat for 4 hours. It's going to take a little while. It's about 20 after 3 right now. So 7:20 this evening, it'll be done. Okay, so we'll come back in a little while and we'll see how it's going. We'll wash up these couple of dishes right here. Dishes are easier to wash if you get right on it. If you wait a day or two, it don't work too good, does it? There's that one. Soap off of there. Wash up the spatula right here. There we go. That takes care of those dishes right there. Okay, let them dry up a little bit right there. Well, it's dark outside now. I'm going to open up this lid here and we're going to stir that stew around a little bit. Look at that steam come over there. Oh man. Shoo-wee, that looks good. Doesn't that look good? Look at the potatoes and the carrots and the beef. Oh man, that looks good. You know, I want to put a dash of that Lowry's in there. Just on top of that broth right there. Not too much. Couple of hands of that Lowry's right there. And I'll stir that in there. Oh man, that looks good. This is my Thanksgiving dinner. And this right here, this will get me through tomorrow. Tomorrow being Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, maybe Tuesday and Wednesday if I'm lucky. Okay, alright. Let's close that up there. I got another hour of cooking there before that'll be done. That's a good stew right there. Hey, look at that. It's been 4 hours. And let's lift this up here. Let that steam come off there. It's been 4 hours since we started cooking on this. Our Thanksgiving beef stew. Oh, doesn't that look good? Shoot, I'm gonna let it out. I'm about to let it cool off a little bit. Look at that. Look at that stew right there. Oh man, let's get a bite of that beef.